and welcome to Catherine's Garden and Home, where we grow together. Well, it is so nice to be out here with you in my garden, and my name is Catherine. Yes, Catherine. And you're here at Catherine's Garden and Home LWS. Welcome to Catherine's Garden and Home LWS, where we grow together. And I am happy to be with you today. Today is our time when we come together and we share different things with you. And today the topic is in honor of Queen Elizabeth, who just passed away, and also wanting to just think about memories and how it is important to think about our lives and think about the lives of those that we honor and respect. And what kind of memories do you have about that person? And do flowers bring back memories? And have you ever had a particular flower that carries a lot of meaning for you? Like, for example, for the Queen, her favorite flower was, and I want you to guess, I'm not going to tell you just yet. You're going to have to listen and stick around and be with me, and then I will share with you what was the Queen's favorite flower. Yeah. So I decided to put on my pearls, one of my pearls necklace here in honor of the Queen, and just to think about how it's good to recognize and honor people who have um, brought a sense of dignity to to the world and a little um, stability, I think, for her people. And you may not totally agree with everything about that person. However, it is good to think about the good things. So, what good memories do you have about the garden? And Queen Elizabeth, she was one who loved to attend the Chelsea gardening shows, and they named different roses after her. I have one of the roses, Queen Elizabeth rose. It's a nice pink rose in my garden, and um, I love it. It's a beautiful rose. And she also, I believe, has had a rose garden, and she loved gardening as well. She said that it was part of the English pastime. She was glad that people were still gardening and still um, participating in the garden. So, who's with me? How are you today? I hope that all is well with you. And here at Catherine's Garden and Home, we share our garden and share the different things and tips and inspiration from the garden, so that you too can be inspired and that you can experience joy from your garden. I always say that my garden is my therapy. It's my place where I'm able to just relax, smell the beauty of the air and the beauty of the day, and it's just a very calm place for me. I think Sonia is with me. That's good. Let me put on my glasses, and then I will be able to read the comments. Hello, Miss Catherine. So good to see you today. All is well. Yes, all is well with me too. How are you? How are you doing? I hope that all is well with you too as well. And this is good. I'm so glad you're there in the chat with me. So now I don't feel like I'm just talking to myself, that I feel like I can hold a conversation. I was struggling a little bit there because I needed to speak to someone. So I'm so happy that you are there, Sonia, and then I can talk to you and to whomever. I think there are some other people there too. Um, I see some likes there. That's really nice. So come on in the chat and let's have a conversation. And I was thinking about what do I want to talk about today? Well, you know, in the news that Queen Elizabeth, I think the second, yeah, Queen Elizabeth II has passed away, and they are going through the process of of memorializing and thinking about her and her funeral, and all of the dignitaries are going to Buckingham Palace and Westminster Abbey, I believe it is, to bury her and to participate in the funeral. Now, I don't know all the details, so I might get some things wrong, so don't quote me. However, every now and then I kind of kind of just click on it just to see what is happening. But I've always admired Queen Elizabeth because she just seemed to be a very calm person, and in amongst all of the different things that were going on in the world, she just seemed to have this calming presence, and especially for the people of the UK and the territories, I think that they probably felt that calm from her. Hello, G Mama Gross. How are you? So good to have you join me today. So I was thinking that that I would kind of, in honor of Queen Elizabeth and her love for gardening and flowers and so forth, that we can dedicate this this show today in her memory. But we're not going to get somber about it. We're going to celebrate. It's a celebration of her life. And it's amazing how we had just celebrated her just a while ago there. And she was able to participate. I'm glad she was able, as they say, to smell the roses, you know, before she died. That even though everyone has been placing all those roses on different flowers and bouquets all around there, and you can see them, but she's not alive to smell them. But they did give her flowers before when they celebrated. I think it was a jubilee. Yes. Thank you, G Mama. How are you today? I hope all is well with you. I hope that you're doing well. And you know, she lived a good life, as we know, and she was a very wise woman as well. And you can tell that um, because a lot of the different um, heads of state and even the parliamentarians spoke well of her, and the fact that she gave good advice. And she was there because she saw everything from, you know, she's what, 96? She was 96 years old. So she experienced a lot of life. And wisdom comes with experience. And she definitely brought wisdom to the whole thing. So I just thought about that. I just thought that it would be good just to think about her. And as I said, I put on my pearls in memory of her. She loved to wear her pearls, and I love my pearls as well. I have quite a few different pearls, but I thought that this one would suit her. Good morning, Beverly. Good evening, Miss Catherine and gardening friends. How are you, my sweet? I hope all is well with you. Well, I have a lot of good news also. And one of them is the fact that I have been able to start my gathering of my squash, my winter squash and pumpkins and things like that. And I'm just so excited about that. Today, while I was walking in the garden, I noticed that some of the pumpkins and squash and things were getting bigger, and I could see them. But then also, it has been raining here in the Boston area. By the way, I am in zone 6 in the Northeast, in the Boston area, neighborhood of Boston, and that my garden is an urban cottage style garden. So you can understand why I am drawn to the English, to England and this whole thing about the Queen and so forth, because that's the style of gardening that I love. I love that naturalistic style of gardening, and I like to watch the English garden shows with Monty Don and the Gardener's World. I love that. On Saturdays, I'd put that on and watch him. And then they have all of these other gardening shows with Carol Klein, and you could see the old estates and so forth, and that style of Victorian style gardening. So I was drawn to the Queen and this whole English experience that they're going through with the death of their monarch. And then of course with the new King Charles, and then of course the tabloids are having a great heyday with Meghan and the brothers and Catherine and all of them, and who's going to be called the prince and princess, and who's next in line and the whole bit. So it is a little it's interesting. It's interesting. But I don't get too caught up with it. But, but you know, it's interesting to watch. But I do love that style of garden, and I do love the gardens. I like the English style gardens. I like that naturalistic, full garden abundance feeling. The cottage style garden. Yeah. So I I'm glad that you've come to join me today. And how is everyone? Come on, speak to me in the chat. Speak to me in the chat. And I have a question for you, and this is what it is. So, the question that I have is, do you know what Queen Elizabeth's favorite flower was? Do you know what her favorite flower was? If you think you know, put it in the chat. And then the other question for you is this: what is your favorite flower? And what memories does it hold? Your favorite flower. What memories does your favorite flower hold for you? So the first question is, what is your favorite flower? And what memory does it hold for you? Why is it your favorite flower, in other words? And does it hold a special memory? All right, so put that in the chat. Come on, come on, come on. And let me know what is your favorite flower. So that's the garden question for today. And so it's two themes going on here. One a tribute to Queen Elizabeth, and two, the other one is your garden memories and favorite flowers. What is your favorite flowers and the garden memories that are associated with that? So put it in the chat. Now, for me, let me just share with you what I've been doing. So today, as I said, I went out into the garden, was walking around, just looking at everything, and I noticed that that a lot of my squash had gotten very large, but they were sitting. Some of them are sitting on the dirt, and it was wet. We've been getting a lot of rain now on the ground. So before it wasn't so bad because the ground was dry and there wasn't any chance of anything happening. But here in my garden, the ground is wet now, and I didn't want them to rot or to spoil. And also the squash are now coming into a good size. So I see some people have written in already in here. Okay, let's see. Hello, Sonia. I think the Queen's favorite flower was Lily of the Valley. Um, and Beverly says, sweet peas for the late Queen Elizabeth. Okay, I'm not going to tell you the answer just yet. My favorite flower is the hibiscus. I received a braided hibiscus for my aunt's passing in June. Oh, wow, that's nice. Yes, the hibiscus, and the memory is of your aunt. Okay, that is G Mama Girls. Hello, Deborah. How are you? Hello, all. So good that you came in the chat. So the question that we're asking is, what is the Queen's favorite flower? And Queen Elizabeth, what was her favorite flower? And then what is your favorite flower and why? And can you give me memories of what memories does do what memories do the flowers hold for you? And Beverly says here, my favorite flowers, Gardens Army says, my favorite flowers are calla lilies. They were my bridal bouquet with my late husband. Oh, that's sweet. That's sweet. What a great memory. Oh, wow. Calla lilies. Wow. That's so sweet. Hey, Brooke, how are you? Vintage Gardner, New Jersey. How you doing? I hope all is well with you. So the question is, what was the Queen's favorite flower? And you have a very Victorian style home and everything, and your garden is of that nature. So what is your favorite? What is your favorite flower and why? And what do the memories what is your and why is that your favorite flower and what memories does it hold? Okay, you said Lily of the Valley, Brooke, was the Queen's favorite. Okay, I'm not going to tell you yet, but keep on guessing because I want to give everyone a chance to figure it out. So Deborah, if you can put in, what do you think was the Queen's favorite flower? Put it in. And I'm giving, and this show is in memory, our meeting today, this live is in memory of the Queen. And I have on my pearls. So you know what, if you have pearls, pull out your pearls and put them on. And we pretend that we're all sitting together with our pearls on. So if you have any pearls, get them out, put them on, and let us sit in memory of the Queen. We're all queens here today. Yes, we're part of royalty, right? And so we're all sitting here. And she was a lover of the garden. She attended all of the Chelsea flower shows in England, and many of the roses were named after her and also other monarchs. And Lily of the Valley, my favorite flower are tulips. Oh, you love tulips? Well, Deborah, I went, and I don't know if you saw my videos, but yes, I went I went to Lowe's and Home Depot and Costco and got myself a whole lot of Darwin tulips to put in my garden. But I still am going to go back and get some of the more specialty tulips. I am excited about tulip season and daffodil season. I have been stocking up and I plan on filling my garden with a lot. I am intentionally filling up my garden. Yeah, and so that's going to be part of my planning. You know, when I start to plan in the wintertime for 2022 here in this garden for next year. So, yep, my planning journal for the tulips and the daffodils. Yes, I think next time we're going to do some planning, and I'm going to pull out and maybe design something so that you can see what I'm thinking about as far as the tulips are concerned and the daffodils. Yeah, so some of you did answer my question there. Vintage Gardener said, Gardener of NJ said the lily of the valley was the Queen's favorite. Roses and herbs were on the Queen's casket. Oh wow, yes, yes, yes. G Mama Grows tells us. And Deborah says, lily of the valley, my favorite flower are tulips. Yes. So have you already started to buy some, Deborah? Some tulips? Do you have some tulips already? And Brooke says, my favorite flower are peonies. Oh, that's like, you know, Brooke, I would think that your favorite flower is chrysanthemums because you talk about them all the time. Every time I see it, I see you talking about these chrysanthemums. I said, wow, she must really love chrysanthemums. There must be something special about that. But anyway, oh, Deborah, cool. Yes, okay, pearls on there are my favorite piece of jewelry. Yay! I have tulips in my garden. That's good, Deborah. Yeah. Oh, you know what you could do? This would be fun. If you have on your pearls, take a picture. Take a picture and send me a picture of you sitting here watching with your pearls on. I think that would be so cute. I'll put it on the community tab. Okay? Send your pictures with your pearls on. Yeah, and if you have any flowers or plants, um, Deb, Vintage Girl says I have over 100 peonies. Wow. Well, I guess peonies are it. Yes, I guess peonies. No, ma'am, I'm in bed. Okay, Deborah. Okay, next time. Okay. Um, well, Brooke has said that Brooke says that she has 100 pennies. Wow, that's a lot of pennies. Um, and so in the spring, you must be really excited during late June into because peonies usually bloom around May, starting from May into June. Yeah, it must be very pretty with all of those peonies. That is very nice, very nice. Yeah. So let me show you. If yeah, but I do wear pearls at least once a month. Oh, that's good. Yeah, I love to wear my pearls on Sundays. Yeah, if I'm going to church or anything, I love to put on pearls. I love the hollyhocks we have. Hey, Francesca, how are you? This is my Francesca. She joins me in another channel that I have. So good to have you come and pop on here. The question is, Francesca, what flowers bring memories to you? Do you have certain flowers that bring certain memories? And is it hollyhocks for you? And what the other question is, do you know what Queen Elizabeth's favorite flower was? Yes. Do you know what Queen Elizabeth's favorite flower was? Deborah says, that's when I wear them on first Sunday. Oh, you do? Oh, that's sweet. Catherine, I totally see you're wearing pearls on Sundays for church. Yes, I do. I wear my pearls and my pearl ring um, and my bracelet and so forth. I like Judith Ripka. Yes, I was a QVC watcher, and I'd buy her her jewelry when she has the different bracelets and so forth with the pearls. And then I got a pearl earrings from her and some other, yeah, because I like that kind of style, you know. I like pearls, and then I would buy a lot of pearls from the jewelry store. Fake pearls, real pearls, big pearls, small pearls, don't matter. I have a collection of pearls. Honora pearls, yes, I love pearls. Light baby pink roses is next. My mother's casket was covered with them. Wow. So roses carry memories for you too. Yes, yes, that's good. Um, yeah. So for me, for me, roses definitely carry memory. I think I talked to you all about roses. My mom had roses in her garden in Montserrat, and she's the one who inspired me with roses and the love for roses. Hey, Yankee sister, almost missed you. Hello, Catherine. Hello, everyone. How are you? I'm glad you didn't miss us because you said you had something to share. But also, the question of the day for the hour is um, what flower was the Queen's favorite flower? What was the Queen's favorite flower? And the other question is, what flowers bring memories to you? Yes, yes, I have a collection of pearls. You do, Deborah. I could see you having a collection of pearls too. Yeah. Yeah, so everyone, if you have pearls, put them on. Put them on. We can virtually um, have on our pearls in memory of the Queen. Yes. So They also said that they had orchids from England, orchids from Wales, carnations from Northern Ireland, and then greetings and peace and love to you all, sisters in Christ. Yes, greetings. Um, and so we have different flowers. What is your favorite flower, and what memory does it have for you? Yes, hello. What memories does it have for you? Um, so let me show you. For all of you who said Lily of the Valley, let me show you. Da, 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 da. I went looking it up, and yes, Lily of the Valley. If you said Lily of the Valley, Yankee Sister says, my favorite flower is the rose. Lily of the Valley was the favorite flower of Queen Elizabeth. Yes. And it grows like this. I have some Lily of the Valley in my garden, and it grows in the spring. My grandmother had hands in the dirt. How are you? You do? Yes. Imani, Anita Newsom, peace and blessings. How are you? Google is my friend. Yeah, they do smell wonderful. Lily of the Valley. You could a lily of the valley. A lot of that is in perfumes, and they grow and multiply. They're a woodland plant. Yes, Amani, Anita, how are you? Good to have you all. Come on. And then this is her on her coronation. You have them everywhere, Yankee Sister. Yeah, I think they grow really well in our climate. If you're in a zone 6, zone 7, or a woodland area, Lily of the Valley. That's her, and she had it in her coronation. So that's why it held special meaning for her in her bouquet. And people would give her Lily of the Valley flowers. Yeah, they are very fragrant. So that's I wanted to show you that. Ooh, there's a bird. It scared me. Lily of the Valley. So if you see this growing, or Lily of the Valley bulbs, you can get some for the spring, put them in your garden, and know that they carry um, really good significance. It's royalty. It's a flower of the royals. Amani, it's good to have you coming and joining us. That's really good. Yes, that is true. Francesca, your daughter's name is Lily. Yes. So this is the question that we're asking. Peace, peace. Yes, peace to you too, Yankee Sister Homestead. Peace is a good thing. All right, so we have been talking about, so I just wanted to, don't hurt the harvest. I just wanted to just think about, well, what is happening. And we know that Queen Elizabeth, well, Queen Elizabeth um, passed away, and she was, of course, the monarch there, the reigning queen, and now the kingdom has been turned over to her son, King Charles, and but in memory of her, and the fact that she was a gardener. She did love gardens, and she participated in the Chelsea Garden Show. And she had roses named after her, and she believed that gardening was something that was a great English pastime, and that gardening remains a popular pastime in the United Kingdom, something that that can bring all of her peoples together. the garden. And of course, they had the Victory Garden. I'm watching. Hello, everyone. Hello, Darlene Brown. How are you? What's going on? How you doing? Yeah, put on your pearls. They could be fake. They could be real pearls. Don't you know that it doesn't matter? Pearls are so beautiful. It doesn't matter what type. They could be real pearls, fake pearls. Pearls are pearls. Pearls are just special. Yeah, so we put on your pearls in memory of the Queen, if you like. All right, but what I wanted to show you, so one of the Yankee sister says that she has something special that she wanted to share with us. I can, and also, I wanted to show you some of the things that I have here that I was able to pick the squash. And it's so exciting today because I was able to get a lot of the squash. And if you look here, you can see I have the different squash in my garden. Now, isn't that a great variety? Isn't that a great variety? I have these small, some winter squash, and they're so cute. My grandson loves them. And patty pan. This is the patty pan. Remember patty pan seeds that I had that I got from the Burpee mixed seeds? And I saved the seeds and they grew back. Yeah, I planted the patty pan seeds and I got patty pan. Yes, isn't that pretty? I love the design. I love the shape of the patty pan. And this is delicious. What I bake them. You can bake them. You can make them into like mashed potato. They have the same idea as mashed potato if you boil them, and then you can mash them up. You could place them in stews. You can bake them. I'm harvesting a few items. I did put another raised bed to rest for the winter today. Oh, Deborah, you've been out in the garden. That's cool. Beautiful. Yeah, and then remember I told you about the porcelain? These are the porcelain pumpkins that I bought the seeds from. And it has been very, very productive, these porcelain pumpkins. Because you can see that I have quite a few of them coming in. I actually have a couple indoors inside. But this is what I harvested today from my garden. I also harvested some zucchini, those two zucchinis, and then I harvested some peppers. Yeah, I ended up picking them green like this. These are like banana peppers. They turn red after a while, but I harvest them this color, this green, because now that the weather is changing and we're getting rain in the garden, the slugs have come out. Have you noticed that the slugs are out now? The slugs have been coming out. Yes. The slugs have been coming out, and so they have been eating the peppers, and that is just a mess. So I decided, let me harvest them. And what I'm going to do is freeze them. Wonderful harvest. I love zucchini. I do too, Imani. I love zucchini, you know, and it seems like I've been able to add zucchini to all of my different dishes. Okay, so Yankee Sister Thelma says, yes. Yankee Sister, yes. I went to Lowe's and Costco after watching your video yesterday. I forgot to turn the TV off, and your channel streamed until I returned. I left it on until bedtime. Good watching. Good watch hours for you. Wow, yay, Thelma. Woo. Thank you for that. Did you hear what Thelma said? She left me running. I guess it was very peaceful too in your house by the time you came in. Yes, that is fantastic. Yes. So that is really good because then it would just continue to flow with all of those ads and stuff. That's a good thing. I'm glad that I could inspire you, because when I went to, um, if you didn't see that video, I hadn't been to Home Depot for a while, and I decided that I needed to go to Home Depot and get some tulips because now it's time to get ready to plant tulips, fall planting. And you want to wait until the temperature drops to about 50 degrees or so at night, and we're starting to reach those cool temperatures in the in the um, in the nighttime temperatures. So I'm going to be able to plant in my tulips and daffodils because they need a certain amount of time in the ground, but you don't want to put them in the ground too early because, yeah, it's been 40s here at night. Wow, Francesca, that's cool. So that you can start to plant your spring balls and put them in. If you plant them in too soon, what will happen is that they may decide to start to sprout. So you want to make sure that you plant them in when the weather is cool, right? Um, and so that's nice. This is getting cool now. Yes, it is. It definitely is getting cool now. So if you have not visited your different gardening centers for tulips and other bulbs, I'm encouraging you to do so. And I need to go back to Costco because I went to Costco and they had bulbs there in bulk, the really large bulbs, extra large tulip and daffodil bulbs mix. And so that means that they will definitely come up. But there are some other more fancy ones that I want to get, and I usually get that from Costco. So, get a couple of spring color. If you want a spring garden with spring bulbs, now is the time to start thinking about that and actually getting them. Um, Great to know about the cooler temps, my planting wish list. Yes, exactly, Amani. I was thinking that that is what we will talk about next week. Talk about the bulbs because I had so many things here to discuss today. I didn't want to not give them the full time. So I'm not finished yet with shopping for my different bulbs because there are crocuses and hyacinths and other different types of bulbs that you'd be able to put in the ground for spring, like I think it's Muscari. There are other kinds anyway. If you watch that video, you'll see what's available at Costco right now, at least what they have put out right now. And if you, maybe in your area, you may even have more of the bulbs. Also, they have different catalogs that you can buy bulbs from. But but um, I usually just go to the big box store and purchase my bulbs from them, either Lowe's or Home Depot or from Costco. And you branch out. I love the Darwin tulips because they are strong and sturdy, and they more than likely will return again. I've had much better success with Darwin tulips. They seem to perennialize and come back. No, you haven't gone off script for me. As you could tell, I'm excited about the tulips. So we can, this is just an introduction to it. And next week we'll go in depth. We'll have more information about bulbs and tulips. Because then by next week, hopefully I would have bought some more. And so that I'll have a wide variety to share with you all. I'm excited about that. So, how many of you have tulips in your garden or love tulips? Let me know. I know you probably have tulips in your garden, Brooke. Oh, okay. Woo. Yeah, you're okay, Thelma. But I'm so glad that you were excited about that and inspired. Um, so let me ask you: what did you buy? Have any of you been planting um, different plants in your garden? after going to the garden center, have you been able to purchase any new perennials and things like that? Because that's something that I wanted to talk about too. I was interested or thinking about talking about that. I never planted anything before in the fall. Well, Francesca, you can plant in the fall. They say fall planting is the best time because it gives the plants a chance before it gets really cold for the roots to settle in. Yes, I have tulips. Yes, Deborah, you've got tulips. Anyone else? What about you, Gardens Are Me? Bev, you have tulips? And have you been buying any tulips? Are you into tulips? Let us know. Um, so, also, I ordered some La Belle et Coupe tulips for my memorial garden. Whew, they sound quite exquisite, Brooke. I love it. Brooke has certain tastes, and if you have not subscribed to her channel, please subscribe to her channel. She has a very special taste. It's very elegant taste in plants. And oh yes, my many tulips. No purchases for me this year. Oh really, Bev? That's cool, Beverly. No, your landscape is filled with tulips? Okay. What about daffodils? I have daffodils too. I love the daffodils. Because those are like the first, well, first the crocuses come up. That's the first sign of spring life here in my garden. They sound beautiful, Brooke. Yes. Don't hurt the harvests. I used to, but I haven't had any the last few years. But they are beautiful. Yeah, it's good to just get a couple. You could put them in pots. I really haven't had that much success with the pots, but you can put them in pots as well. But anyway, so I wanted to also talk about the vegetables and the squash. My squash, I am so excited about my winter squash and this harvest. I also harvested some eggplants. And so I don't have a lot of eggplants. I think this is about the six, you know, I, just a few eggplants. But I'm so glad to get them. I love this. And so this is a really great harvest for me. Have you been harvesting your vegetables? And what? Oh, yes. Yeah, eggplants. So I got a really great harvest, and this is not all. I also harvested some kale, and I harvested some collard greens. My squashes, pumpkins, corn, and peppers are coming in. Yay! I had planted corn, and it got kind of smothered over by the squash. I don't know. I planted the squash thinking I was going to do the Three Sisters thing with the squash, the corn, and the beans, the runner beans, the snap beans, and that did not work. The corn grew well, but the problem is that I couldn't walk into to where the corn was because of the vines from the pumpkins. What it did was it like covered the whole area, and I didn't want to step on the vines, but I got the corn. It is so good. I meant to bring it out here because I harvested my one ear of corn. I also got some more corn, but it was just so hard to get over to them. So I want to show you also. Okay, this is the bouquet for the day. Check out my bouquet. My Three Sisters was a flop. Yeah, I found it to be a flop too. Don't Hurt the Harvest said cucumbers, tomatoes, watermelons, strawberries, getting peppers now. Yes, cool. Well, this is my my pick. Look at that. My cut flower bouquet. So we have the zinnias, right? The zinnias and the cosmos. And I have phlox. The phlox coming in, phlox. You love the purple, Thelma? Yes, and look at that. That is My Love Lies Bleeding. Do you see that? My Love Lies Bleeding. And then I have marigolds, and then this is a natural woodland plant here. I don't know what its name is. Brooke, do you know what that name of that plant is there? You see that? It's like a woodland plant. But anyway, I think it's so cute, so I just popped some of that in there. And then I had the big marigold, the phlox, Love Lies Bleeding. Bev, do you see my amaranth? You inspired me, Bev, to plant this. And I did just what you said. Thank you, Hands in the Dirt. Yeah, and then this zinnia was seeded from last year. I had saved the seeds from last year and planted them out, and I love that color. Isn't that color pretty? Isn't that color pretty? Yeah, so that's my bouquet. Oh, and then this is grass. This is just the natural grass that's growing in the yard. It grew over with all of the rain and everything. I focus on veggies in some summer. Sprinkle a wildflower mix. Had planted more flowers. Wait a moment. Let me see what you were saying there. Anita said, I focus on veggies in some summer. Sprinkled wildflower mix, had planted more flowers throughout. Yeah, you know, that is what I did this year too, Amani. I planted some wildflower mix, and it was different because I wanted a more naturalistic style, and I ended up getting a lot of cosmos. I think they're cutting a tree. I'm sorry about that. If you're getting a lot of background noise, I'll try and talk louder. And so that's where I ended up getting a lot of my cosmos flowers from, the wildflower mix. And then but it was so pretty, and it actually is really carrying the garden right now. And for the dry weather, the dry weather, the wildflower mix really helps. They're cutting a tree, so I'm sorry for the noise. Deborah says, I made choy choy with green tomatoes and added to my dinner tonight. It's delicious. Wow, that's wonderful. Sounds delicious, Deborah. Yeah, Sonia and I agree that it sounds delicious. Yeah, that's true, Thelma, that the morning glories also, morning glories can recede. They are pretty. Yeah, they are pretty. The only thing with morning glories, they can become um, they can become kind of weedy. Yeah, they can take over. Yeah, Francesca, they can take over. Oh, no worries about the noise. Thank you, Amani. Thank you for that, because I was like kind of concerned about the noise. But anyway, I'm glad that you love the flowers, and you all have inspired me to cut the bouquet. So every week, for those who are new, every week I cut new flowers from my garden. So all of these flowers are from my garden, and some of them or the majority of them are from seed, except for the phlox. The phlox is a perennial. And so that actually carries a lot of memory for me. That purple phlox, it came out of my the church garden. Yeah, at the church that I grew up at, they had a garden. They have a garden in front, and the pastor was out there with um, in the garden, and I saw him, and I saw the phlox, and I said to him, "Could I have a piece of that phlox?" And he said, "Yeah." And he dug up a big piece and he gave it to me. And I put it in my garden. And I've had it in the garden for about um, 6 or 7 years now. And I've actually um, divided it and put it in different parts of my garden. So now it's in different locations in the garden. But this phlox carries a lot of memories for me because I remember as a little girl, when we go to vacation Bible school, that we would run around in the garden and run around, and I would see the flowers and so forth. So that carries a lot of memories, the phlox there. Yeah, I just remembered that. Since we're talking about favorite flowers and what flowers bring memories for us. Well, so this is it, my bouquet. And my bouquet has a very strong English and cottagey look to it. As you can tell, love the bouquet. We'll be watching. Great, great. And we're going to end soon. But the last thing is that I want to show you a new Victoria magazine. Oops, a Victoria magazine came in. My Victoria. And what should be on the cover but the pumpkins? That made me so happy. I said I'm right in trend with Victoria, with the garden pumpkins for autumn. And they give you so much, they give you some idea too. Ideas that you can use. So if you love the cottagey style, you love the Victorian style, this of gardening and planting, then you can get a lot of ideas from this magazine. And when you're gathering your pumpkins, you can use them for decoration too. Wonderful. So I've been collecting for a little bit. I think this one is, this is 2021. Yeah, so as I said, this one is the most recent. So you know what they call this? Romancing the ordinary. That's what they call this. When you take the ordinary things in life and you make them special. You gather them together and you decorate and you make your place lovely. Yeah, it says, Yankee says, I saved seed from some ornamental small pumpkins and they have matured for decoration this year. Little white pumpkins. Yay! Good for you, Thelma. As you can tell, when I went to Home Depot and to Lowe's, that the white pumpkins, they had white pumpkins out there and they had other decorative pumpkins. Then also I went to Whole Foods, and Whole Foods also had a lot of decorative pumpkins as well. It was quite amazing. I said, look at that. I have my own fancy pumpkins. They had pumpkins like this at Whole Foods. But you know, if you have a garden, you can grow your own pumpkins. Look at my pumpkins. And you can have your own. Well, I'm not going to keep you much longer. It is very noisy because they're cutting a tree. But I'm glad that you all were able to come and be with me. And that you were able to partic- uh, participate in the celebration of the Queen's life, well lived, as we memorialize her, and um, and as we wear our pearls. Wow, Francesca, my son planted the gigantic pumpkins. They are about 75 pounds. Not sure what we are going to do with them. Wow, that's huge. Wow, that's really huge. Well, my wonderfuls, thank you so much for coming and joining me here at Catherine's Garden and Home. I hope that you found it interesting, and I hope that you will come again, and we will be able to continue to share times together in the garden. As I said, next week I'm hoping to talk more about the tulips and designing. I sent a picture of me in the pearls. Yay, Deborah! Woo! Yes, so if you did put on your pearls while we're watching, go ahead and take a picture of yourself in the pearls. And you can add your flowers or your veggies in your hand or whatever that you've been harvesting. And that would be great. We will put it on the community page. And then also, I want to invite you, if you have not subscribed to Catherine's Garden and Home, that you will subscribe and then also hit the notification bell for more videos. And then join. If you have not joined the membership, please join. Go ahead and join. And your contribution to the membership helps me to continue to do all of these beautiful things and to add. Yes, so thank you, Thelma. Thelma says, I always love being here. Thanks for your great live. Thank you, Thelma. Thank you, Yankee Sister, for those positive words. And I want to say thank you to everyone. All of those who are new to the channel, thank you so much. I see Brenma. Is it Brenma? Am I pronouncing your name? You are always a joy. Thank you for this. You're welcome. Brenna. Brenna. I think it's Brenna. Am I pronouncing your name right? Welcome. Make sure that you hit the subscribe, the notification bell, and all of that. And also, consider joining. There are perks for those who join. Yes, I am thinking about what I want to give as perks for those who participate and support the channel. Now, there have been those who've been supporting the channel, those who've been giving super chats and so forth. I really appreciate that. I know that, hi, Beverly has been giving a lot of super chats, and Sonia and others who have been helping the channel. And as you give, I'm able then to buy and add and put more into the channel so that we can have fun here. And it really helps to support this. And for those of you who've been supporting me during this season, thank you so much. Those water bills were so high. So I truly appreciate every nickel, every dime that came my way this season. How and where do we join the membership? You join the membership by hitting the join button, which is next to the subscribe button. I also have put that information, a link for the joining, in the show notes. Down in the show notes, you can click on that too, where it says join the membership. And I will also add it in the comments section of this video, so that if you wanna, if you would like to join, that you can. Thank you so much. And as I said, as we're going along, we will have perks for those. We have perks for those who join. Um, Thelma has joined, and as you can see, she has a star next to her name, Yankee Sister. I want to thank her. And also Sonia has joined the membership, and she has a star as well. So that's one of the perks, that you get a badge. But then also there are other perks to come. So continue to watch and participate. I really enjoy. Thank you, Sister Though. Continue to also join. I mean, to watch and participate. And I just thank you. And I love to sing my jingle. Yes, um, yes. As we grow, grow. Oops. Grow, 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 grow together in Catherine's garden and home. That's right. Grow, 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 grow together in Catherine's garden and home. Uh-huh. Grow, 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 grow together. Grow, 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 grow together. Grow, 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 grow together in Catherine's garden and home. Yeah, so thank you so much. G Mama Grows, thank you. Thank you, Brooke. Thank you to all those that have just newcomers coming on. Make sure that you continue to come back again. So good to have your presence, Amani. Let me just go through again here. Um, Amani and Yankee Sister, Hands in the Dirt, Francesca, Sonia, Gardens Are Me. Thank you. Darlene, how are you? Thank you for coming on. As we don't hurt the harvest. Hello. Grow, 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 grow together. Grow, 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 grow together. Grow, 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 grow together. In Catherine's garden and home. That's right. Grow, 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 grow together. Grow, 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 grow together. Grow, 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 grow together in Catherine's garden and home. Grow, grow, Beverly. Grow, grow, Sonia. Grow, grow, Deborah. Grow, grow, Francesca. Grow, grow, who am I missing? Darlene. Grow, grow, Amani. Grow, grow, Brooke. Grow, grow, everyone. Good night, yes. Everybody make sure that you sign up. Go and subscribe to Vintage Gardener. She is so good. She has a very Victorian style, and you love her channel as she grows her channel. Grow, grow, Francesca. Grow, grow, Brenna. Grow, grow, everyone. And Catherine's garden and home. That's right. Catherine's garden and home. Uh-huh. And Catherine's garden and home. Yeah, yeah. And Catherine's garden and home. Uh-uh. Grow, 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 grow together. Grow, 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 grow together. Grow, 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 grow together in Catherine's garden and home. Wow, that was fun. I enjoyed myself. I hope you enjoyed it too. And go and pick some flowers. Make yourself a floral arranger. Take what you have and use it. Right, Sonia? Have a wonderful day, everybody. And have a sweet dreams to you. Thank you so much. You helped to make my day. I'm glad that I was able to share with you my harvest. If you have pictures that you want to share with us, please send it. Go to the website. That's Catherine's Garden Home, LWS, and go to the contact section there, and then send the pictures, and we will be able to share them with one another, especially if you make any bouquets, any harvests, anything that is, of course, garden related. We will share it with others and put it on the website. Check out the information. The website is in the description, as well as the join membership will be in the description, a link to both. All right? So thank you so much. And see you next time right here at Catherine's Garden and Home. Yeah, yeah. At Catherine's Garden and Home. Catherine's Garden and Home. And we say, God bless the Queen. God bless the UK. God bless the world. God bless America. Have a good night, everybody. Bye. Catherine's Garden and Home. Yeah, yeah. Catherine's Garden and Home. Bye, Yankee Sister Thelma. Love you. You too, Beverly. Sonia, you're so sweet. Thank you for moderating. I appreciate you. Bye.